You're gonna be later on. You're gonna be hearing me, of course, do this week's breaks, and it was recorded basically like a few days ago, because that's the free time that I have. Right now, I do have another free time, and of course, actually, then again, I just want to talk about this, and it's about like whatever the heck B Boy Dojo was talking about, and pretty much I did not add this in this week's breaks, so I'm adding it here right now, and it's about, and I read the comments. Okay, because I was trying to get some insight, like what the frick are they talking about? What is B Boy Dojo? What is Focus talking about? You know what I mean? Because of course he runs that, and he's over here saying like we must respect women in the scene and outside too. No legacy excuses, abuse. Breaking can do better. Yes, exactly. Here's the thing, that you can't freaking put everybody in the same like there's a part of me where I feel like he's calling out every b-boy, and pretty much like, yes, we should not ever do that. Maybe, be respectful to everybody, but what the heck is this? What are you saying, b-boy dojo? Because people are going to try to find out, people will want to know. And of course, that's when I look in the comments, and there was people like, yeah, we need to address, or we need, which, yes, it's right. There's like many women in the, within the break scene that are talking about this, and saying like men need to be held accountable and all that. And yeah, and here I am like, okay, what that, so okay, yeah, I get it, but what the frick is this about? And then that's when I saw one particular b-boy was asking what the heck happened, and apparently Kmel confessed something in the past of what he has done to a woman. And yeah, that did not go well. And I believe that's where the controversy came from. Now, I'm not sure that's what B-Boy Dojo was talking about, because you can't just come up here and say like, hey, there has to be some meaning or some reason why you say this. You could have said this any other time, but out of any other time, you just decided to say it right now. And it's like there's no explanation or no context of like what the heck are you talking about. Instead, you just like say, like, yes, of course, respect everybody, respect women, respect men. Just don't. The thing is that we don't know anyone else's business, because again, that's none of our business. Okay, but whatever they did, I know for a fact that yes, we do not want to have another Diddy in the, especially in the breaking scene. And whatever Diddy did to women is horrible. And of course, I don't know what Kmel did, but I guarantee, yeah, if it is horrible, then yeah, it's bad. And there needs to be some consequences and repercussion and stuff like that. But I still am waiting to hear more. So, of course, I'm just addressing this right now. And I don't know. I don't know what the context. I just saw the comments, and I'm just gathering that. And right now, not a lot of things are not solid at the moment. So, whatever is the controversy going on in breaking surrounding Kmel, I'm waiting. Guys, Vince Ryder here, and welcome to this week's breaks. Part 7. Pretty much, this is not a big one. There's a couple of rants here and there that I had in my head. And I'm like, okay, well, I kind of want to talk about this. It's two big events, or in case if you want to look at it as two big events, and also a whole bunch of stuff in the, actually, I don't know if it's 2 or 3 events, but yeah, we'll roll with it. This is this week's breaks, episode 7. So yeah, I pretty much didn't know that BC1 was already here, specifically BC1 Japan. Then I pretty much did a double take or something like that, or at least like, well, here's the thing, I'm kind of confused. It says on the Instagram that it is BC1 like world tour or something, Japan, like Japan tour, and it kind of says like on the floor world finals, and I'm like confused. I'm like, what? Well, what is it? I know the finals is in Japan, but is it like is it world tour? Is it like, oh, we're just we're just gonna start the gym right now or something like that. It can't be the world finals right now. Like you still have to go through every other like area in the world to actually get there. And it's not even like November yet or something, and I guarantee they're gonna come back. Like I don't know. It would just be crazy if they announced who's the roster or bring every like b-boy, b-girl pretty much out there into the event as right now, which is not right now. But it pretty much didn't really happen, but it kind of did. So I'm lost. I don't even know if BC, like, what is going on? Is it BC1 right now or not? They'd had like the exhibition battles here and there, like Lee versus Haruto, which is pretty unique battle. I feel like I start to get Lee of like what his move sets are, and also for Haruto, I like pretty much like what he innovates, especially for a young b boy like him. Like he really is out there, like creating stuff that pretty much like we usually think, but then he like twists it up a bit. Like I don't know what's up with Japan. They twist up a lot of moves here and there. Then again, what is Japan? Like I never been there. I always wonder like what the frick is up with Japan? It's a place where I just honestly couldn't really know. Even being from the Philippines, I couldn't really put two to two together of just like what is up with this country, man? It's Asia, right? And Asia's big, and Japan is like just anonymous. Like there's just so much going on there where I'm kind of like lost for words of like, okay, what is this place really? But yeah, anyways, um, they had like the BC1 All Star versus the Young Guns. That was a crazy battle. I see freaking Ray on there. Doesn't have the pineapple hair. I mean, like what's up with his hair decisions? Where did that pineapple go? Also, how many freaking blondes are in Japan or like in this side Asia in general? Like there's so many damn blondes. Like we can't, like, are you serious? Even when I saw the other event, I saw Rico and freaking Isaki, of course, and I'm just like, okay, I guess they're blonde now. I just don't understand. But freaking Japan, yeah, we just got a full on blonde here. I'm so just make it stop with the blondes, Japan. What are you so obsessed with this? What is the reason? What is the history? What, like, is there a cult of blondes going on up there and freaking, like, in that side of Asia? I don't know. I don't know, man. I just woke up. I'm just saying stuff. But, yeah, the BC1 All Stars. First off, seeing Taisuke break again. I don't know where he's been. As being the one of the pretty much most iconic b-boys out there in Japan is usually Taisuke. And yeah, I don't really see him battle a lot. Unless he's with the crew or something. I don't know. Maybe he's like busy with I don't know what's going on in his personal life. I don't even follow him, to be honest. But I always like seeing him break. And also his sense of cockiness as well. I love that. If there's one thing aspects of b-boys that I do enjoy, especially some of the BC1 b-boys, is their cockiness. Like I see Sunny. Oh, Sunny. I mean, that interview with, like, Sunny, especially with, he was with Lil Xiao. That shows his true cockiness in a sense where it's like, yeah, that's Sunny right there. That's just this attitude and everything. You love to see it. I mean, not a lot of people like him. I heard things here and there in the past, but Sunny's a savage, man. I don't know if he was there. I don't know. I know Castell wasn't there. He was in the other event, like, a little bit south. But yeah, Japan going crazy. It's they had like a couple. What else they have? I don't know what kind of events here and there are going on. But they had like a challenge thing. I know that for sure. And this challenge was basically like them, like they were touring and they were doing like, the whole like freaking thing that I guess BC1 created, which is like, hey, it's like a game of skate, but we're breaking. Can you copy this move? Which is always like an interesting aspect of just seeing that in general. Then again, let me see here. What else did I miss from BC1 that I didn't see? The only things that I have notes of are stuff that I did see from BC1. And I guarantee that I probably missed a couple things here and there. I don't know. They just had their two big things, like the freaking the two exhibition battles, the crew exhibition, and also Lee versus Haruto. But yeah, I guess that's it. I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be heavy. I mean, at this point, Japan is just like they would have it there, right? Of course, because of the freaking amount of people are going to Japan is insane. I always kind of like heard and especially knowing it's the specifically like just the culture and everything through people's eyes. Me, hopefully one day. I don't know. I feel like it could be this year. Who knows? I think I remember like last year I didn't know I was gonna go to Europe, and I was like, man, I wanted to go to Europe, and pretty much said something like that at the beginning of the year. So you never know about this year. Like I could me talking about Japan could be somewhat like foreshadowing. Anyways, let's talk about Underline's Rock in Hong Kong. This event was like, like I don't even know what's going on. B-boys at work, B-girls at work in general, and this kind of shows it. It is a crazy event. I mean, like the amount of B-boys and B-girls in Hong Kong. And of course, Russia's there. Of course, Russia's there. They wouldn't go anywhere near US or any other place that doesn't allow Russia. But Hong Kong, yeah, you never think of that. Of course, with Asia, it's expected. Vietnam, for sure, you're going to see a mince of Russians. The abundance of Russians. Like, they have their little Soviet thing over there, despite it being like a former French colony or something, and also like has nothing to do with Russia. Yeah, it's straight up like has a lot of Russians. And also you have this event, that event. I mean, pretty much Brazil. So you pretty much the thing is that whenever this is just like not really a tangent, but a comment or just like how I see it as an American, that whenever I look at Russian b-boys and b-girls, a lot of times they just sort of fit well when they're here in the US. Like there's something about them when I'm looking at them. I'm like, crap, I see these people in the freaking groceries or something. Just regular white people. But I guess of course they can't. But they just, I don't know. When I look at Predator's Crew, when I look at OBC, I'm like, man, I see you guys in the freaking like I can picture them like, oh, these are the guys that did beer pong in the streets or something. I see these folks in the golf course. Vince, those are just white people. What are you talking about? Anyways, I just had to put a funny moment there. I don't know if it's funny. I don't care. Yeah. Just for so long that I've seen these Russian B-boys and B-girls, I don't know what's going on in their head. Breaking is what they all know and what they have, and they really bring the energy. But is there ever a time where they're like, man, I'm tired? You just never know, right? But anyways, yeah, Underlines Rock in Hong Kong. I believe that freaking Cross One was their host. I can hear his voice, man. I can hear his demeanor. It sounded like he just got out of freaking groceries with a porch of Crocs. And just like went to an event. That's what he sounded like. Okay, so we're like, I'm not saying he just woke up or he's old or stuff like that. It's just that I hear his voice and I'm like, yep. I just feel like I'm in Costco or something like that. Like I'm in a 925. Like, Vince, can you please stock up the stuff? Like I just hearing his voice. I'm like, man, that's Cross One right there. That's definitely Cross One. One thing I respect about Cross One is that it really shows that you don't need to be this like over characterized, over flavored freaking b-boy, b-girl or whatever to really host or anything like that. No, you could just be real, man. I've seen so many hosts here and there where they're just like out of there, okay? Like Admir, freaking like Max Momentum is like, bro, dudes, calm down, okay? Jeez. Is this just a European thing? Like, just calm down, okay? You gotta freaking calm down. And they just like have this demeanor where it just doesn't feel real. I'm not saying they're fake. It's just that it doesn't feel real at all. Okay, it's like you hosting, but you don't really need to exert a lot of energy. Ivan, there's something about him where his energy is definitely authentic. It's definitely real. And I see that's the same thing with Smurf when he was hosting BC1. Like, it doesn't feel fake. It does feel like, just like to the point or something, or just, and that's something that I really notice, and maybe because when it comes to Americans, that when it comes to hosting, you just sort of get the vibe or something, at least for me. Like, I'm kind of like, okay, sweet. But also when they have their real energy or stuff like that, they're kind of clever with it. And I think I noticed that. Is that pretty much I don't see Max or Emir spitting bars while freaking hosting. I think that's Ivan's job. Like, Ivan just happens to just have some sense of creativity with his energy. It's all about how you use it. But I remember seeing, like, Max hosting, and also seeing like Amira hosting and Cleo hosting. I'm like, what is happening? Like, you just I don't know what, like, when you cooking something, you pretty much put a little too much salt. You don't need to overdo it. But okay, like, I don't know what's happening here. I don't know. I just noticed that when it comes to hosting. And Cross One, I would say, like, he's sort of like sort of an opposite of Ivan, where he doesn't really have the energy. He does commentate here and there, like comments, and pretty much whenever I want to, or I'm saying this like as if I did hosting before. I never freaking did hosting before. I want to, but if I was doing hosting in a b-boy event, a lot of times I would use the energy I have to know what the right words I'm saying, at least to me. But then again, I wouldn't know because I never host. Okay, I'm not claiming to know, but yeah, Under the Lion's Rock. Let's just try to get into it. Pretty much casted, of course, and that's what I was leaning to with the whole Russians, especially with BC1. Casted was there. Casted is I don't know what's up with B-girl casted sometimes. There's so many other B-boys and B-girls where they're in this trance. If you know, you know. Okay, they're just sort of like in this phase, and I think I said this. I remember thinking about this the way I'm trying to describe this with Aleph, like B-boy Aleph from Brazil. I don't know what's happening with this guy. Okay, so you're just in the house with other folks with your same beliefs or something. And I guess dancing can sort of lead into a spiritual sense or whatever. Um, I guess that's how some people see it, right? But there's a part of me where I'm like, what's going on in their heads, man? Are they lost or something? I love B Girl Casted. He's in her own world, okay? Like, you just see her own show being shown in the battle as she's going at it. Her moveset and everything. Like, it's not just the moveset. It's basically just her overconfidence. Where did that confidence came from, man? What's going on? Like, she is beyond confident. And, of course, like, I've seen that a lot with a lot of B-boys and B-girls that have been doing this for a long time. Their confidence is a little too high up there. You know what I mean? And their spirit, and you can sense it. At least for me, I can sense a bit of spirituality when it comes to these moments that they're dancing, whether it's within the music or in the moment or something. I guess there's nothing you can beat, especially when you see a big girl that free. So yeah, that's what I think about Casted. I don't know. I try not to judge, okay, even though this is usually my show and I pretty much could say whatever. But there is so many times where I'm like, are you okay? Are you okay? I don't know what's going on with Casted. Mixing a bit of Jesus in her life. And I guarantee she would be the most happiest person out there. But I don't know. They're in this phase where it's like, man, I guess, it's just hits different. when you're really out there or something. And she just travels like all over the place, just like every other B-girl and B-boy. They're all over the countries of everywhere in general. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, let's move on. Rico was killing it, okay? B-girl Rico, okay? with a K, not a C. And apparently she has blonde hair. I don't understand that with Japan with its blonde obsession fetish. Germs, out of like any other American b-boy b-girl that you could send there, yeah, b-boy Germs. You know what? Screw it. I mean, Icy Eyes was there, so why not send his cousin slash friend or something? I don't know what's the relations. I always think that they're sort of related because they're both Filipinos from freaking Alaska. But yep, Germs is at it again. He's doing it. Okay, going at Chorito, and Chorito was a bit crazy too. I don't know what's up with Chorito in that freaking getup, man. What are you? What is that cheat code for anywhere you break? Is that part of your character? What is that jumper? That one suit or whatever you call it. I don't know, man. How many times you been wearing that? But whatever. He's there and going on, Oh man, I need water. Jeez Louise. Anyways, what else? Rivers, okay, Ziprock was killing it. Man, the amount of moveset he has. And Monkey Z, there was this moment with Monkey Z that when he was like battling, pretty much like he was going, it was with Chorito, like, Monkey Z versus Chorito, I think. I could be wrong, but or Ziprock. I think that's what I was thinking. That Monkey Z was doing a power move, almost went out of bounds, as that's a common thing when I see b-boys doing power moves. And yeah, somebody like freaking like, push his leg and he's back into it's like a freaking Beyblade. You just push it and something like that and it continues spinning. And it's like, that was funny. But I mean, what else you can do? Like, especially when they run towards you, when someone's doing a power move, I guess that's the way to do it. Just push them. Izuku was there. Dope. Soma, B-Boy Soma. Haven't seen him battle in a while. But he was killing it as well as the whole, Rivers crew, going up against some Hong Kong natives. That was a savage battle. Gonzo was going at it. And Bourne is not in New York this time. Sweet. Also, some other stuff. And also, yes, there was a lot of B-boys and B-girls there that I didn't expect to be there. Like a whole roster or something. Like Sis was there out of, K. Some other well-known names. And I guarantee they have like a prelims that also has a bunch of names that I never thought would be there. But what else? Oh, yeah. Ronnie and Logistics did a podcast. Pretty much, there is this, and I didn't see the whole podcast, but Logistics said something especially, and pretty much you should definitely check it out. It's pretty unique. They have the studio and everything. It's very nice. And yeah, Logistics is gonna change her name, which I'm like, please don't. Like, I never understand that. It's a dope B-girl name. Don't change it. Okay? I even comment her. But anyways, let's talk about an event that sort of gave me the vibes or something. You know what I mean? This Endless... I didn't really talk about Endless Summer Jam. I felt bad not talking about it. I've been there to Hawaii. I've been to an Hawaiian b-boy event. And I don't go to a lot of b-boy events. But out of a lot of them, pretty much the farthest is this one in Hawaii. And yeah, pretty much it is the most... I just realized of the vibe of this particular b-boy event because it is the most Hawaiian, like, you see the city, you see the lighting, like there's just something about it that felt very retro. Like there's this like ambiance to it of just the event. It just looks cool. And it happens to be the coolest looking event of 2025, at least for me, because you can't match that vibe. I don't know what Japan has in store in terms of the BC1 World Final happening in November, but yeah, it felt something different, Anyways, oh my gosh, yeah, I think that's it. I don't know. I pretty much am glad that I don't have to do a lot or make things perfect because I don't have a lot of subs or subscribers or just don't have to worry about that. There's some b-boys, or at least some content creators in the b-boy space that are really struggling with subscribers and stuff like that. It's not viable to ever make this as a thing or make it big or whatever. I guess you just make stuff to make stuff. And that's what I do. I don't really put a high setting. I just put like, I put something on the background and just my voice, and that's it. That's the video. That's it. But other than that, I'll see you when I see you. One love and peace, and God bless.